Okay, so this is the first time I've used YouTube Live, but might as well have a chance to use it. Getting a lot of questions about the payroll protection program, the paycheck protection program. And so I figured I'd just answer them here and get these answers out to you guys. One of the ones that I've had a couple times today already is if you've got a business and you've got employees that you and your income, your revenue has tanked, and you're still trying to scrape together money to keep them on payroll, and you're going to run out of funds before the funds come in from this SBA program, can you stop paying them for that time period? Is that going to lose your eligibility to get this stuff forgiven? It's a really tough question. You got to balance what your expectations are for your business. So I can't give everybody a general blanket answer, but here is how the program works, okay? If with regard to that specific issue, if you need to put employees on a furlough, okay, then when you get the funds from the payroll program and then you pay them that money, every dollar you use to pay payroll gets forgiven and you don't have to pay it back later. Okay, so that's the whole purpose of this thing, is to keep people on payroll. Now, if you don't have the liquidity to fund that payroll between, say, now and when the funds come in from this program, then you just let your employees know, like, the business doesn't have revenue, we didn't pay, we're going to put you on furlough. And when the funds come in from this program, then we will make our payroll. And that's what I would inform them. Then you submit your application based on your historical payroll. That's what it's got to be based on. And then if you have to furlough because your liquidity is what it is, so be it. Then the money comes in, you can make those payments towards payroll. So that's one of the questions we're getting. Some of our clients are using this as an opportunity to just restructure their business. They're furloughing certain positions that are just gone and honestly are going to go away forever. And then they're going to use the funds to come back and rehire, but it's going to be different positions. But the forgiveness part of this doesn't say it has to be the same exact positions in place at the end. You can, if you have to eliminate a couple, but you rehire, then it's the number of employees that matters. Okay, another question we are getting, let me just pull up my list here, is, hang on. If you own the business, but basically you are just paying out mostly commissions to independent contractors. That's kind of what your business model is. Do those count? Can you get a loan to pay for those? The regulations are clear now. No, you can't. A 1099 independent contractor, they actually qualify to get their own loan. So give them this information too, right? If you don't have the revenue coming in to pay them, you're not going to get this loan program to pay them. You're going to get your loan program just to pay your payroll, okay? They can go get their own loan separately from you. And so just give them this same information. Send them to this form. We'll lump them in with the rest of everybody and we'll get everybody's application in. But you won't get a loan. You won't get loan proceeds based on your 1099 contractors, okay? It just, the regulations are black and white clear about that. Now it's 4 p.m. here in Arizona right now. The banks still don't have applications available. So don't go rushing around thinking that you're not in line. I promise you, you're in line like everybody else is, because there's no applications available. The entity that we are going to be working with is one specific lender. They are arguably the biggest SBA direct lender. It's not like all of these community banks that also do SBA lending. all this one does is SBA lending. That's all they do all day, all year round. That's all they've done, 100% dedicated to SBA lending. And they have been able to partner with a certain subset of us attorneys, thankfully, just through our associations, that we're going to have direct access to their back end for our clients. So, and guess what? They are the ones who are actually helping SBA build out all the requirements for the applications and the underwriting process. So they are literally a week, maybe 2 weeks ahead of where all the community banks are as far as building out the process for being able to actually submit applications and to actually get an SBA application number. That means your stuff's not going to get lost when you submit it, or get kicked back when it was submitted, but you didn't have what you needed to have. So they are potentially a week or 2 weeks ahead. So I'm hoping by Wednesday or Thursday of next week, we have all the information we need to actually submit applications on behalf of our clients. And that is absolutely the soonest anybody's going to have a real application. If you go to a bank and you see apply now for the SBA program, nobody actually has an application for this paycheck program. It's just a contact form. You fill it out, give them information, and then you'll see great, we'll be in touch. And that's all they're doing they're just getting your information. That's what we're doing right now. Thankfully, though, with us having this relationship with this direct SBA lender, we're realistically going to be able to get your application in faster, get you approved faster. And then where the real magic is going to happen is because of the criteria on getting these loans forgiven. This is what you really want. You don't want to just end up with a big debt out of this. You want to end up with this stuff being forgiven. Because of who we're partnered with here, we're going to be able to, it's not going to be a big giant fight to get your loans forgiven, because we will have done it right up front, and we'll be able to get it forgiven in a timely manner there at the end when the time comes. So though there's a couple of questions and answers for you guys. If you have any more, feel free to throw them down in the comments there. Down in the comments is the link to sign up for our firm to be able to act as your agent on this. It costs you nothing. The SBA, this particular program is, they are paying the lenders an origination fee. It's just a flat fixed, percentage. And the banks aren't charging you any origination fees. The lender we're working with isn't charging you any origination fees. Nobody's allowed to. They are getting paid that origination fee through the SBA program, through this program. Well, if we act as your agent, we get a piece of that. And so it costs you nothing, literally, to be able to work with a law firm to help, make this process a little bit less painful. And so you don't have to worry about it. So leverage us, use us. This is one of the few times in life where you get access to a free attorney. We've got business attorneys on hand ready to do this. The way that we're going to be working with our partnership to do this, we've got a whole staff of accountants and bookkeepers, a whole team that's literally going to be dedicated to working for our clients. And so you're going to get to leverage a ton of our connection for this. So jump on the opportunity. Most businesses are going to qualify for some money here. Big businesses are even going to qualify for here. The maximum loan amount is $10 million. So if you have payroll of about $3 million per month, $4 million a month, you can qualify for this. And it's like, why not? This can give your business a huge injection of cash to be able to make sure you get through this crazy economic uncertainty. Even if you don't feel uncertain about your business model, this program is there to make sure your business survives this. And so take advantage of it. We can help with applications of size all the way up to even the maximum $10 million. So let us help. Don't think you don't qualify. You do. The likelihood is that you do. All right. Any questions down in the comments? The link to enroll with our firm as your agent is down in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer anything you guys have. All right. Have a good weekend. Don't worry. Nothing's happening over the weekend. Our company, the lender we're working with, is just building out their application, their online application process. All their software engineers, all their accountants and lawyers are putting that all together. And then hopefully by Wednesday next week is when we'll have the actual information for you. All right. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.